The Broken Arrow 911 Center received a call concerning a structure fire at 4:05 p.m. yesterday at 425 South Hickory. Fire crews and officers arrived within minutes. The home and one family residing, 2 adults and 6 children. I want to make it clear, the residents in the area, there is no danger to the public because of this incident. The situation is being investigated as a homicide. Many details are preliminary due to the nature of the fire that engulfed the home. I'm proud of our staff that took the 911 call, responded to the scene, and remain at this moment continuing the difficult task of piecing together the moments of last night. We have 6 juvenile victims, ranging in ages from 1 to 13 years old. We have 2 adult suspects deceased, being investigated as a murder-suicide. Detectives have recovered firearms from inside the home. We are still in the process of ensuring all the next of kin has been notified. Teams from the Oklahoma State Medical Examiner's Office and the ATF responded to assist in the investigation. Due to the extensive nature of the fire, specific causes of death will be determined by the Medical Examiner's Office. This is an ongoing investigation. Updates will be given as details are confirmed. We want to make it clear that if the public itself has issues, the Mental Health Association of Oklahoma is available and their number is on the press release packet.
First off, I want to echo Chief Berryhill's comments and say thank you to the local community and really nationwide for the outpouring of prayers and concerns and support that we've already had. To arrive on scene yesterday and see the looks on our first responders, my firefighters' faces, just absolutely broke my heart. And so we appreciate the prayers from all of our communities. We want to keep the families as well as our first responders, the entire community in our prayers. And thank you so much for that great outpouring. As Chief Berryhill said, at approximately 4:05 yesterday afternoon, the Broken Arrow Fire Department, our crews responded to a residential structure fire. Upon our crew's arrivals, we did find a single-family home, and at that home we had smoke and fire showing from the rear of the structure. Our crews began an aggressive interior fire suppression effort as well as search and rescue efforts, and immediately we found 2 adults in the front of the house with significant injuries, and they were obviously deceased. Those injuries did appear to our fire crews at that time immediately to be criminal in nature, and so we immediately called for the police department to come and intervene on the fire scene. Our crews continued into the structure and performed simultaneous fire suppression efforts as well as search and rescue efforts, looking for any additional victims in the home. The crews did an absolutely excellent job in confining the fire to one room in the rear of the house, in the room of origin. During the extinguishment of that bedroom, the crews did find additional victims as described by Chief Berryhill. Due to the extreme heat and fire in that one bedroom, the fire room, those victims were not removed from the house at that time. It did become obvious that to all the fire personnel on scene that this was a crime scene, and so once the initial fire was knocked down, our crews moved to preserve the evidence, to preserve the crime scene for our fire investigators as well as our police department. Our deputy fire marshals were on scene only moments after our first arriving crews, and they began to quickly coordinate their efforts with the police department, and our fire investigation quickly became secondary to the police criminal investigation. At this time, we do not believe that any of the victims died from the fire. However, the final determination for the cause of death will be made by the medical examiner. Our fire investigation, much like the police department's criminal investigation, is going to be ongoing for some time. We have coordinated our efforts with the ATF, who brought in their experts as well, and we've got evidence sent to their labs for further investigation. I would be remiss if I didn't mention, not only are we proud of our first responders who all operated on scene, but we also had help from our surrounding communities who came and operated here in the city of Broken Arrow, running our other calls that were occurring at this time so that we could focus all of our efforts on this tragic emergency scene. Again, we do appreciate the continued support and prayers for the families, the victims of this, as well as our first responders and the entire community.